US President Joe Biden is known to all. He's the leader of the world's oldest democracy and runs a global superpower. But that's not the only thing Joe Biden is popular for. His series of bloopers have made him a viral sensation. From falling at a podium to falling asleep during a summit, Biden has a series of faux pas to his credit. And to keep the trollers busy, President Biden gave them more fodder with his recent remarks.
It's hard to tell, but he's clearly losing the war in Iraq. He's losing the war at home. And he has become a bit of a pariah around the world.
Yes, you heard that right. The US president told reporters that Russian President Putin is losing the war in Iraq. And that was not all. Listen to what he said next.
It's hard to tell, but he's clearly losing the war in Iraq. He's losing the war at home. And he has become a bit of a pariah around the world. And it's not just NATO. It's not just the European Union. It's Japan. It's 40 nations.
President Biden was talking about Ukraine all this while. Clearly, a 16-month-long war, hundreds of lives, and billions of dollars for aid are not enough for this octogenarian man to remember the country's name. Biden's misstatements have made him a common subject to brutal trolling and late-night talk shows. By now, you know that calling Ukraine Iraq is not the only error Biden has made. He has a list, and a pretty long one. On 1st June, President Biden tripped and fell at the FAUX Academy graduation ceremony after handing out the last diploma. But he quickly got up and walked back to his seat. But it doesn't stop at poor balance. In February 2023, during a White House speech that marked the 30th anniversary of the Family and Medical Leave Act, this is what he said.
More than half the women in my cabinet, more than half the people in my cabinet, more than half the women in my administration are women.
Well, it does not stop at the misstatement either. In January 2023, Biden addressed Vice President Kamala Harris as President.
I'm not being facetious. Well, President Harris led this effort.
This was not the first time when Biden called Harris a president. In October 2022, Biden wished her birthday, calling her a great president. Wait, here's more.
Just today, we've got news that Rashid Sunak is now the Prime Minister.
In October 2022, the US President mispronounced UK Prime Minister Rishi Sunak's name. He wanted to congratulate the first British Asian UK Prime Minister, but ended up embarrassing him.
Just today, we've got news that Rashid Sunak is now the Prime Minister. As my brother would say, go figure.
Biden is eyeing a second term in the Oval Office. If he wins the US elections, he would be 86 by the end of his 8-year-long term. He's the oldest president in US history. Nearly 7 in 10 registered voters believe Biden is too old for another term. And his long list of faux pas only adds to the perception. However, Biden has been downplaying his age factor and says he feels good.